little bit of an update. Quilt, not done. Quilt, almost done. Quilt done more than not done. And as much as I would love to blame my own procrastination and ill planning on why the quilt is not done and where I've been, I am going to blame it on the root cause, and that is that my grandfather passed away suddenly on July 31st. He wasn't my grandpa, he was my pampa. So, he passed away extremely suddenly. We had about 10 or so hours before he had passed, maybe a little bit more. But luckily I was able to go say my goodbyes to him. He was completely unconscious, not aware at all, actually, but I was able to be in his space and say my goodbyes. And so I obviously took a big break from anything normal, and he was the first person in our family, in our immediate family, to pass away. My family relationships are a little complicated, and so my grandpa was, as much as I hated to say it when he was alive, he was very much a father figure. And so the loss has been like losing a parent. I mean, I haven't lost a parent, but I can imagine it's somewhat similar. When somebody passes away that you are responsible for, it's not just grieving the loss of somebody that's no longer here, it's the paperwork, it's the moving his things out of his apartment, it's the going through his things. Go to a funeral home, that you have to get the body cremated or set up a funeral or get the person buried. You have to put up the obituary. It's that death is final. Death in this space that we are in right now. But you don't know it until, I think I realize it the most. This is going to sound so, poetic. And, my cat passing away, not my current cat, but my childhood cat, I didn't really accept that she was gone until she visited me in my dreams. And that's when I realized, really, that my grandpa is gone, is when he visits in my dreams, and I can wake up and remember that he's not here physically. And that's, for me, when I'm finding the most healing, is when he visits. And I'm tearing up because I know he's listening, I know he's there, and the last 2 Thanksgivings I wasn't able to be home. And my grandpa, he was 74, so this he was 72, and a lot of 72-year-olds love technology, but he's kind of not very aware of the whole smartphone kind of deal. And I FaceTimed him on Thanksgiving when my whole family was there, and I was taking screenshots because I just thought it was funny. And the photo that I have printed out is from a live screenshot of him smiling. And it's a smile that you don't smile in photos. It's a smile that's only captured really in movement. It's candid. It hasn't even really been 2 months. But the other reason why I wasn't coming back to YouTube as quickly as I wanted to after my grandfather passed away was that I took a trip to Ireland. Now, I want to preface this and teach all my Americans. It's pronounced Ireland. It's not Ireland. For the sake of... One of these days I'll call it Ireland, but when I'm in America, I'm gonna call it Ireland, and I'm sorry. Maybe my mind will be changed. Not my mind, but maybe my habit will change slowly, and if you hear me say Ireland, it's because that's the way it's pronounced. But I can't help calling it Ireland. Fun fact about me is that I have a boyfriend in Ireland. But my boyfriend lives in Ireland, and I visited him for a month, in the month of end of August to the middle, pretty much the end of September. So I just got back about a week ago today, and so I went straight back to work, and now today's my day off, and I wanted to get back into the YouTube thing because I was doing pretty well, obviously. I mean, I have like consistent posts. I don't care about the views or nothing like that, but the posting was what I'm focusing on, obviously. And I was doing pretty well, putting something out there as often as I could, and then my pampa passed away, and then I went to Ireland, so I wanted to get back into it before I kind of got into that slump again of not posting, because if you look back on my channel and things, you'll see like big pockets of like me posting very consistently and then nothing. So I want to keep going with this and just try my best with uploading consistently and often. So this video is not going to be structured or very fun, but I just wanted to pop back in. I also wanted to give you a little bit of an update. My sister, while I was gone, while I was in Ireland, she picked out fabric for the back of the quilt. I could definitely show you that. I have the batting. Now I got 2 twin size? I don't know if that's going to be enough. I think what I needed was 10 yards of fabric and 10 yards of batting. So we got 10 yards of this really pretty fabric, and then my sister, when we were yard sailing a few months ago, and my sister found a KitchenAid cloth cover that she really liked. And it was like KitchenAid brand and blah blah blah, and it was kind of ugly. So my sister's like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. And I was like, I can make you one. So she bought, I think, 2 yards of fabric just to be safe, and also why not? It was $2.99 a yard. So she got that fabric as well, and I'm probably gonna get a pattern for that because that's a whole other. I've never used a pattern. Patterns scare me. They're intricate, they're so time consuming, but it's worth it because you get actual product afterwards. So you save so much time and money and resources if you just do it right the right way. I could show you the kind of where we're at with the fabrics and what they look like and the batting. And there's something else. Oh, I can also show you some photos of my trip to Ireland. My boyfriend and I did a bunch of fun stuff, and I was there for a month, so it was like fun to have a vacation where I just lived in his world, and he still went to work and did his, like, we just lived, you know, we didn't stay in like a hotel or anything the whole time, but then I was there for so long that he was able to take a vacation, and we actually went to the other side of the country and stayed in Sligo. We visited the Cliffs of Moher, and we went to the Aran Islands, and we went to just the first one in Sheer, and it was very crazy. We took a ferry, and it was sickening. We've been together for 1 solid year. But we've known each other for quite some time, and I'm gonna marry him. So whether or not I think he wants to marry me. I'm pretty sure he does. And if you want to give me some money to buy a camera that autofocuses, the camera that I have is predominantly for photos. It doesn't do video very well. It doesn't have good camera or good microphone. It doesn't autofocus. There's no autofocus function during filming. So if anybody wants to buy me like a really nice camera, that's go ahead and just let me know, and I'll accept it. I don't think you could have heard that, but she's back here. And don't worry, she was with my aunt while I was gone. She never met Pampaw, but I did tell her that Pampaw passed away. She didn't seem to really care. He's back here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. I will go ahead and show her to you guys, and I'll just show you the kind of what I've been, maybe what I've been up to, what my house looks like. House tour? I'll do a house tour. I'll do a house tour one day. I wanted to give space on this pocket of the internet for my grandpa and for myself to just have it there, because I think when terrible things happen and when good things happen, a lot of us in this day and age, we move on very quickly, and grief is so silent. Death is so quiet, not in a calming way. It was a loud silence, and it's extremely uncomfortable. And try to fill in the silence with going to Ireland and focusing on going through his things. And maybe I'm doing that also with this, but at least I'm talking about it. So if you're going through a loss of somebody that you loved very much and who loved you very much, I have no advice right now. I'm not even halfway through it. I'm not even a second through this process, and get back to me in like 50 years, maybe I'll know. But okay. Baby. Hey. Psst. Okay. I mean, I don't think it looks bad, but I don't think it looks good. Well, maybe that's not right, because I think it looks good. I think the word is fine. I think it looks fine. It's very busy, but also, like, most of the quilt is white. You know? Maybe not what I would have picked. But it works, and it will be reversible, you know? So, she got this for like $30. That's like the size of, that's crazy. That's crazy. So the only thing that's left on this is, see how there's 2 layers of this on this side? All I need to do is add the 2 on this border, and then the quilt top is done. Let me show you the other fabric she chose for her KitchenAid. What's it called? Cover? KitchenAid cover? So this is the KitchenAid fabric. She's gonna run to the bag. And I literally love this so much. Literally! And I think she got 2 yards because this feels like more than 1. It's so pretty. And she has a white and like oak colored kitchen with black accents. So it's very like pastel-y, not pastel-y, what is this tone? Faded? Like, I mean, I know it's vintagey, like it looks vintagey, but the color-wise, color scheme, what's the color scheme? This, I'm not even going to start it. I'm not even going to start it. I got to finish the projects that I have to begin with. That's been a new thing that I'm working on. That was before my grandpa died. I guess I can also just show you my sister's niece. Wait. My niece, my sister's baby, got me, okay, she's like almost 2 years. I don't know the month thing. She's almost 2 years. For my birthday, she picked this out for me. And I thought, oh my gosh, how fun and time consuming and great. So last night I started it. Hey! Hey! Captain! What you doing? So this is what I will be doing in the evenings while I watch YouTube. Come here! Let's get this girl. Come here! Captain! Come here! What are you doing? She's my baby! Look! She's my good girl, huh? Huh? Okay, I'll let you go. Ready? Ready? I also vacuumed today. My grandpa left us no money, no property, no stocks, but we inherited all of his home goods. So I finally have a vacuum and a lot of goodies. So let me show you some of his goodies. He had lots of funny things. Lots of books, movies. Does anybody need any DVDs? He has, I'd say, probably just under 1,000 DVDs. Maybe half of that. I have no idea how to calculate a tub full of DVDs is. I'll show you because this will probably come up because I do artsy things on here. My sister finally got me paints. So if you also don't know me, I moved across the country twice. This country twice. And I had to get rid of all my stuff the first time, purchased everything again, and then I had to get rid of all my stuff the second time. So now, well, not now, but I just didn't have any paints now that I'm back here. So my sister got me some paints. And that's all I need, you know? That's all I need. Plus I got that thing, so there's more paints in there. And this is perfect. It's everything you need.